Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new here, or if you just like to cross-watch and you don't want to listen to the introduction, and this will be tagged onto all the videos in the front, go right down there, and there should be a timestamp. And what that'll do is that'll bypass the introduction for you. Anyway, I am going to be reading from Monday through Thursday. I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will use my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. And of course, pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now for the introduction, we are going to do kind of a universal what's going on in the world reading with my Waite Rider Tarot, and I will pull one from my Colette Baron Reed Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So we have the interesting energies for me are on the 15th. So we're kind of in a little bit of a stasis, I would say. Now, okay, let's jump ahead. Anyway, the 24th of November, Jupiter will be going direct in Pisces. So you have to, when things are slowing down to go direct, they almost come to a stop. I would say that right now Jupiter is, if not at that stop, then at a really strong, really slow crawl. Let's put it that way. So things are changing with Jupiter. Jupiter, one of the planets, and except for Mars, everything else will be going direct. So, Jupiter's kind of like holding there. Pisces is dreams, spirituality, water energy. Jupiter is the god of, or the planet of good fortune, of wishes, of big, largesse type of energy. So it's kind of slow. It's looking down right now. So the other thing is with the dates, the 15th of November, we have Venus, 28 degrees in Scorpio, trining Jupiter, 28 degrees in Pisces. And that's a really positive energy. Trining is very positive. Both of them are supporting each other. They're both kind of like, basically saying to, Venus is saying to Jupiter, hey, let's get together. Let's make this work. But again, too, we have those two water signs. Again, spiritual energy. Scorpio does not like secrets, but yet Pisces will go into the depths to discover the secrets. On the 15th, we also have the Sun in Scorpio, trining Neptune again in Pisces, and that's at 22 degrees. So in itself, the 15th, it feels very good energy. It feels very interesting, but yet at the same time, it does make me, it's like one of those times that you go, things that make you go, what is happening with these energies here? The 16th, we have Mercury in Scorpio again, trining Jupiter. We have Venus entering on the 16th, Sagittarius, and on the 17th, we have Mercury entering Sagittarius. So now we have some of that fire energy coming about, some of that action energy. So not quite sure where I'm at with this. When people would ask, because we had the, the whole Uranus and Taurus full moon eclipse, they'd ask me when did I think that some of that energy would change? And I would say, like basically anywhere from like the 11th to the 15th. The 15th, but again, the 15th just has a different energy to it. I really can't tell you what I'm feeling with it, so let's go ahead and pull some cards or have the cards jump out. And not quite sure. There's that card right there. This one is reversed. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, we have things that are upside down usually have a little stronger energy. Court cards have our dual energy. So Page's underlying energy will be Earth, and that is our Pentacle energy. That is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Money, job, career. Knights, which this is, the underlying energy is our fire energy. And that would be our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, passionate, burning, and determined. Now, Queens have our water energy or our cup energy. And that is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, fluid, emotional, and very spiritual energy. And then we have our kings, whose underlying energy is swords or air. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thought processes, thinking things through, also making some plans, also hearing news. So what do we have going on for the week of the 14th through the 17th? We come and we start out with the Knight of Pentacles. So underlying energy, again, that fire, that passion, that action energy, wanting to make movement, wanting to have, get things done, wanting things to actually move, okay? Knights are directional, so they go where they're directed. They'll go when they get started, okay? So this one wants to go here. I find this interesting that it's not directly to the side. It's actually a little bit off, off to the side. So it is an interesting energy with that. It's kind of like the horse is not necessarily going the way that we really think it's going to go. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. So that underlying is fire, Pentacles, that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So the Knight of Pentacles stands still for a moment. The Knight of Pentacles wants to make some movement, wants things to change, wants to have some action. However, the Knight of Pentacles is very deliberate in his movement. He wants to make sure that what he's doing is basically the best calculated risk that he can do. Once he's made that decision, once he's plotted out whatever he needs to plot out, he then gets to work. And when he gets to work, things happen a lot faster than you would think. So something with that going on. Now we have that 4. Remember, numbers have some energy, have a lot of energy too. We're using them for a very positive vibration. We're using our numbers to raise our vibrations. So we have the 4 of Cups, that water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have that 4, a stability, leadership, organization. The 4 of Cups is that card that's just in that old in-between stage. It's kind of like, if you look, he's kind of, he's sitting there with his arm crossed, not necessarily embracing his present, and yet not necessarily embracing his future. I call this, again, that in-between time. Sometimes this is the waiting time. Sometimes this is just that frustrating, why isn't stuff happening? Why isn't that knight running into battle? Why isn't that knight moving? Okay, so we have to be a little bit more deliberate. We have to make our plans. Why? It's very frustrating energy. You see, he's looking at his 3 of Cups, not necessarily happy with them, not wanting to knock them down either. There's a divine cup coming and saying, hey, look at me. We've got some opportunities here. Just kind of like not really ready to make a move. Not ready to make a move. So let's see what this mystery one on the floor was. Temperance. So we have a 14 energy. Again, we have that 1 energy, which is a new beginning, new start, and then we have that 4 that I just talked about. Add the 1 and 4 together, becomes 5, and it's all about change. So temperance is all about balance, is all about waiting, all about compromise, all about not making that move, not rushing into anything right now. It's just waiting. It's have patience. Things are happening, but just have patience. So it's an interesting energy. Have patience. Things are happening. Once we really figure it all out, this knight does get to work and does make some big changes. So it's kind of a frustrating energy for this week. We will see what we will see. Okay, let's see what we have with the Colette Baron read energy here. Higher power. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, Source, and ask just give the people, give what they need. So let's see what we've got here. Also, too, remember down there is the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Really, it's important to support the channel, so support me by doing that. I really do appreciate you doing that. It does keep me going. I mean, if people aren't watching, then it's kind of like, do I continue? So please like, share, subscribe. Many people have told me that they have, many people have told me that they have had to resubscribe in order to get the video. So for some reason, maybe I'm too positive of a message, it doesn't always come out. So anyway, so now we have the 4 of fire. So we have that 4 energy again. We have that fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And remember, Sagittarius energy is starting to really pick up right now. That fire energy, that adventurous energy, that directional energy, that action energy is starting to move. The 4 of fire, the 4 of rods, is traditionally a celebratory energy. It's kind of like a graduation, a wedding. It's like the culmination. It's a cumulative type of energy, and it's you've gotten to this point, you're now ready for your next chapter. So the 4 of fire actually is a lovely energy to have. It is an energy you really want to have. So it's is it kind of like after all the waiting, things come to a culmination, things now move. It could be, but this also is one of the celebratory cards. So interesting with that. Okay, again, remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Interesting stuff, just interesting stuff going on as always. Okay, why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Aquariuses. Well, your song is playing in my head again, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. I don't even know where we're at with any of that. But it generally means that there's shifts all happening. Everybody's been having some shift, SHIFT, happening. And it's just, again, once I'm, shuffling and thinking about my Aquariuses, all of a sudden the song comes up, Aquarius. So things are happening. We may not always know, and we don't know what's going on in the universe per se. We can't. It's very big, and we do need to live our lives, but things are changing. There are some changes happening, my Aquariuses, and you're kind of right in the middle of them all. So let's see what we've got going on here. Higher power, Holy Spirit, God, what do you have for my wonderful Aquariuses? What do you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us? Here we go. Reversed. First card. Your ship comes in. This is wonderful, positive, very, very good energy. Okay, so this is the 3 of Gabriel. This is a 3 celebration, creativity, the power of 3. Gabriel is our fire energy. It is our Aries, our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius. And remember, Venus and Mercury are transitioning into Sagittarius now, and we're about to go into Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very determined. And again, I love this because it's like I said, your ship comes in. Money comes in. And this is one of those things, you've been planning, you've been working towards these things, you've been thinking about it. You've also been giving it to your higher power and asking for it. And now things are starting to develop. The energies are good for this development. The energies are good for some money energy going on. And I know we got some weird stuff going on with our money. That's more the world energy. We're talking about personal, okay? Again, this is prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So interesting energies with that. And I don't do financial planning or anything like that. I'm not giving you any financial advice. This is just your ship comes in. This is some of the stuff you've been wanting. Some of the maybe it's your main goal. Things are changing for you. Next card, the 7 of Ariel. So we have the 7, 3, 7, 7, 3. 7, divine umbrella, divine opportunities, divine intervention, interference even. Ariel is our earth energy. It is our Capricorn, our Taurus, and our Virgo energy, money, job, career. This is your planning. This is you've planted the seeds. You've done what you need to do, and now you just have to wait a little bit. The harvest comes in. The plants start to grow. You are ready. You've done everything. You've prepared. You've learned. You know what you need to, you knew what you needed to do. You're ready. Be a little patient though. Like I said, your ship comes in, and a lot of it is because you've done what you needed to do. Now again, too, remember the old definition of luck is preparation to meet opportunity. So some people may say, oh, you were lucky. Well, it's because you prepared. You prepared to meet the opportunity. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So there's a future there. There's a future there for you. Your last card reversed, the 7 of Gabriel. So you have a 377, 773. Gabriel again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. And this is, you need to be firm. You need to stand up. So all of this, things are happening. You just can't give up just yet. You can't give up and say, oh, nothing's happening. Things are happening. You just have to stand firm. You may not know what's going on behind the veil, or behind the curtain. You just have to believe. You have to have faith. You have to faith in a higher power, but you also have to have faith in yourself and what you have done. Okay? So stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. So even though there's lightning going on around, whoever this is boldly going, boldly flying into wherever it is. So you're ready. Your ship is coming in. Things are changing. You have to have confidence. You have to believe. You have to be bold. Okay? Claim your personal power. So, guardian angels, what do you want? What would you like to tell our Aquariuses here? 377, 773 energy there. Let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, and there's a card that goes flying. We will take you. Oh, we have 2 cards that went flying. We will read them both. Here we go. First card, and the other one's reversed. First card is seeing clearly. Now this is the Hanged Man. This is perspective. So you have a 1 and a 2. So 1, new beginning, is a 10. Transition. 2 is choices. And you can add the 1 and 2 together, becomes that 3. Okay? Now, this is a perspective. This is the Hanged Man. This is looking at things a little differently than what you might have already looked at. Okay? It's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause in momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. So you can see past any of the roadblocks. You can see, it's kind of like when you can see that diamond in the rough. Okay, you can see that, you see past the dirt and the grime, and you might see something just so beautiful for you. Okay, this one is reversed. Here we go. Go within. So you have a 2 again. So you have a 377, you have a 122 or 221. This is the High Priestess. These are both major arcanas. This is really, connecting with higher power, but it's also connecting with your own intuition. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So go within. So interesting. You've got these double numbers there too, the 77 and the 22. So interesting with that too. So what does this all mean, my Aquarius? Is what do you have to, what are you, like I said, you're going to see beyond. You're seeing beyond the, you're going to see something. You're going to see the opportunity that maybe no one else sees for you. Okay. So inspirational wisdom from fairies and angels. Let's see. Reversed. Autumn ballet. Autumn leaves mean change is due. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. How pretty is that? How pretty is that? Autumn leaves mean change is due. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. So you do have choices here. We all have choices, my Aquariuses. So what does this all mean? Interesting stuff. Perspective, looking at you have to look past the current situation. Your ship is coming in. You're more than ready for whatever the change is. You have to stand firm. You have to believe in yourself. You also have to connect with that intuition. Lots of stuff for you, my Aquariuses. So let's see. And then also too, only if you allow it to happen. Choices. Always choices. So what crystal or energy do we have for our Aquariuses? What do we have for our Aquariuses? Okay, come on. Come on, card. There we go. Ruby. Increased abundance, passion, lucid dreaming, light of the soul. Okay. What are we even talking about here, my Aquarians? You let me know. You let me know. Also, too, please comment, but like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You doing that helps me to, you encourage me and you keep me coming back. So please do that. As always, though, my Aquarians, my Aquariuses, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.